Weekly Bits.
What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of my Weekly Bits, and boy do I have a lot to talk about this week. First off, we have all heard about it, we know it's there. It's the Xbox One's grinding disk drives. I mean, come on. Microsoft must have tested thousands of these things, and they like us to believe that they had no idea that there was a problem. I kind of feel like we're being misled here, but at least Microsoft were quick to act on the matter. If you are having problems with your disk drive, contacting Microsoft customer support will get you a replacement system in the post and a free digital download for one of the release titles, which you can play until your new console arrives. But once it does, however, you will have to send the faulty unit back to Microsoft and cross your fingers that waiting for a new console hasn't been a complete waste of time. Sony have also been experiencing more problems, and not with their HDMI ports this time, but instead with the PlayStation Network. Once again, accounts have had their passwords changed on the PSN by moderators for suspicious behaviour. This is not the first time that people have been unable to access their accounts, and it probably won't be the last. The least that Sony could do is email the account holders when the passwords are changed, instead of letting the users find out that once again someone has tried to hack Sony's servers. That's right Sony, nobody's forgotten. Also on the UK version of the PlayStation Network, digital games for the PS4 have been priced a lot higher than their physical counterparts hitting stores. This is not something that makes sense to anybody, as digital copies are a more economically viable means to selling and distributing games. It's a tried and tested method, and some companies have been doing very well by selling games for a lower price and digital downloads. Electronic Arts have revised the high price for some of their digital titles and dropped the price by £3. Which would be fine if it didn't mean that the hard copy was still £5 cheaper. Let's hope that they correct this sometime soon. If you're an Xbox One owner, then this company probably knows you better than you know it. But Apple has bought PrimeSense, the creative company behind the Kinect, leaving people wondering what else Apple will try to cram into the next iPhone. Nintendo news now. Back in July, Shigeru Miyamoto said that he was working on a brand new title franchise for the Wii U. Speculation has risen that he is getting some help from an old colleague and friend, Masamichi, which has all of the Wii U owners excited the world over, as they're going to get another game to play other than Wind Waker. Super Mario 3D World has also hit headlines this week, as it's been marked as a flop in Japan, selling less than 100,000 copies and being beaten by Final Fantasy XIII Lightning Returns, the sequel to an awful sequel to an abortion of a beloved franchise. But honestly, Lightning's Revenge is also considered a flop, as it only sold under 300,000 units, which has me wondering why the hell Square Enix even tried with this game. Final Fantasy XIII sold 1.5 million units within its first few weeks, and so they decided to make a sequel which didn't do so well, selling little over 700,000. Now, instead of listening to the fans of the franchise and cutting off the dead limb before the virus spreads, Square Enix have decided to make yet another game in the same world that nobody cares about, and undermining the strong female lead by reducing her to nothing more than flashy eye candy. I don't buy games to watch digital porn, that's what primetime satellite is for. So please, Square Enix, stop trying to recreate 10-2 and start recreating Final Fantasy VII that you so desperately cling to prove that you were once cool. And on that note, I think I should probably stop before my blood pressure raises anymore. Then again, I do want to mention that it's official. Cricket is the worst game ever. The Ashes 2013 has been recalled from shops as it's just a total embarrassment. I have been your host Immersed Jim, you have been an awesome audience, and until next time, tell us what you're looking forward to playing over the holiday season. I'll catch you guys next time on my Weekly Bits.
Weekly Bits.